good? What's happening? Facebook world. Haven't been on here in a minute, but I'm back. Back again for some more harsh truth. You know, the type of truth that gets you deleted after you make a video. Go check your friends list, and then you down like 5 friends. Yeah, that type of video. But we're gonna talk about this shit today. Can't be avoided. Everybody want to talk about sex and all this other dumb shit. The light-skinned dude with the tattoos, snitching on everybody and all that. But don't nobody want to talk about some real shit. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is what people just don't understand when it comes to picking partners, man. And we all are guilty of it. It's not like you know, the lust that you have or desire, and people can't deceive you or cause you to pick an error, you know. But a lot of times people focus on the wrong shit. They focus on height, skin complexion, somebody's face, somebody's ass, shit like that. Shit that don't really, it matters, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? Just like sex matters. So attraction matters. But one thing people overlook when it comes to people that's so important is like the choices people make. A decision maker. How do they make decisions? There's one thing you can't get around that a lot of men who have made bad decisions in life just don't get. You know, they'll say money don't make you better than me, blah blah blah. But a lot of times what they don't realize is a lot of your decisions are the reason why you might not have money in your life, or this or that. Some people, you know, they might not have money, but they have, you know, a stable life. They have their kids taken care of. They have all their bills paid, and they have a roof, a car, and all this. So they're really not broke. They don't have money technically, but they're not broke. But all the choices you make in life, you know, not all choices. Like sometimes if something, you know, what got like under, it's not in your control. You can't control everything. But a lot of decisions that we make in life are the direct result of where our life is. So therefore, you know, when you are looking for a woman or man, you have to take that in consideration. Like, where is this person's life at? Now, some people, especially men who are not doing that well in life, they will try to downplay men who are, and act like this man didn't do nothing. He just got lucky, and he just, especially if a man came from nothing, you know, they'll try to downplay it and act like all this man does is get up and go to work or something. For one, that's a choice. You know, sometimes people don't feel like going to work. It takes a strong person to constantly get up and go to work or do your career. Whatever you want to say it is. Work, career, same thing to me. You know, it takes perseverance and shit like that. It takes decision making, shit like that. This person pissed me off in my job today. Should I quit, or should I just bite my tongue for my kids or whatever so I don't get fired? I don't want to go work at McDonald's because I pay child support or something as a man. Should you do this or should you not? Shit like that. All the decisions matter, man. Decisions matter. Because I'm going to tell you why this is like one of the most important things. People say trust is, but you can't trust nobody 100%. So you could throw that out, honestly. Like, I never trust somebody 100%. That doesn't mean that I'm like, let me see your phone and all that. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? I feel like God will show me whatever I need to see. So I don't need to worry about that if I'm dealing with a woman. I'm just saying, I don't trust nobody 100%. But on the other hand, I can look at a woman and see if she's a good decision maker. Why is this important? Or a man, why is this important? More important than swag and how tall he is and how dark and all this bullshit that people look at. Why is the decision making in a man so important? Because it can affect you. Everything that you say, nah, that's his life, and that's not true. Okay, say it's a man. Say The man takes care of himself and shit like that, but he made a decision to do some dumb shit at a bar or something. Now he's in jail. You're going to be affected by that. You're going to be hurt. Like, damn, the dude I care about is in jail. That's going to affect you. What if he goes to prison for a while? That's going to affect you. What if he ends up dying? That's going to affect you. What if he takes the money that y'all only have for y'all mortgage and go out and blow it on fucking strippers and dumb shit? That's going to affect you. What if he has a habit and takes the money out and go and blow it? That's going to affect you. It doesn't matter how good you're doing in life. It still affects you. For instance, if I tell a woman to drive more safe and stop running up on people when she wreck her car or something, that's going to affect me. For one, you can be like, damn, she could kill herself or something. For two, you're going to have to help her pay for the car, shit like that. It's all about decision making, because everything in life is weighed off of our decisions. There's no way around it. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care what man gets mad, because I know a lot of men that get mad, they try to downplay people's success and act like you didn't have to make the same decisions they made and you didn't come from the same territory they came from. You know, especially if we like, not saying that it's easier for every white man on earth or every other race on earth, but it's not easy being a black man, man, and you come from nothing. So I'm not trying to hear that excuse. You know, it's a choice to be a nigga if you want, or you could be a man. Which one you want to do? But so many people want to still look cool. They still want that 15-year-old I'm cool shit. It don't mean that you look down on people or you different. You just trying to be better. You understand that there's another level to this. Same thing with the baddest bitch queen shit. Women got to understand there's another level to this. I got choice. I could choose to be this or that. Everything, man, everything your partner do will affect you in one way or the other. If it's not financially, it's going to be emotionally or some dumb shit like that. You pick a man who makes poor decisions, to want to sleep around, you know, and he cheats on you, it's going to affect you. You guys ain't ready to have a kid yet because you're not stable, you're not in the right situation right now, and he decides not to wear a rubber because he come home drunk, stumbling and shit. It's going to affect you. So this shit is deeper. That's the most important thing. I hear people say all the time, the most important thing is trust and all this bullshit that can't really be weighed out. Like you can't trust nobody. So I mean, it's important as fuck, don't get me wrong. Sex, looks, all that shit is important. But the most important thing is decision making in a person. How do they make decisions in life? Cause that, and not only that, that's who they pick. That's the biggest decision. Like that, a good decision maker is going to pick a good partner. So if y'all do break up or something, they not going to be able, let's say I got a girlfriend, right? She's a good decision maker. No dumb motherfucker's just going to just come around and just spit a little bit of game and be a shoulder for her to cry on and she gone. She makes good decisions. She's not going to fly with that like that. You see what I'm saying? So if she did mess with somebody else and leave me, it'd probably be somebody worth it. It ain't going to be just somebody. And now she got to come back to me because she didn't fucked around and realize this motherfucker ain't shit or something. You get what I'm saying? It's all about decisions, man. You with a guy who's on drugs or something, and then he ends up dying or going to prison or something. You have a kid by him. Now you and your kid's affected by it. Oh, he don't want to go to work today. He want to play 2K. Now you and your kids are affected by it. Now you could have had more food in the house. Or I'm going to go buy them Jordans instead of paying my light bill. You and your kids are affected by it. And again, like I say, I'm a cheat. I'm going to mess with another girl because I don't make good decisions. Like every man every man looks at another woman and shit. But the decision, should I do this and ruin my whole family? Should I lose my girl by making this decision? That's what I mean by good decision making. It's a no-brainer, man. Every man and woman needs to be held accountable for this shit. Ultimately, not only does good decision making affect like that person, it also affects your kid, like how they think, how they raise the kid. It matters, man. In every aspect our decision making matters. I understand that sometimes you can make the right decision and it still can come out bad. Like a bad, nothing's, I don't think nothing's really bad in life, because I think even if something does bad happen, you can find some good out of it. But what I'm trying to say is, sometimes you do the right shit, try to do the right shit, and then bad shit still happens. You know what I'm saying? So that does happen. But the majority of the time, man, you make bad decisions, bad shit's gonna happen. Flat out. You make good decisions, good shit's gonna happen. But that's the most underrated trait in women and men. It's always about looks and height and complexion and dumb shit that don't matter. It does matter, but it don't matter. Not as much as decision making. Who you are today has a lot to do with the decisions you made. Period. No way around it. And we all have room for improvement when it comes to making decisions. Nobody's perfect. You start thinking that you so perfect and you can't learn no more, that's a bad decision right there. Nobody can tell me shit. That's a bad decision. Everything is a decision. No way around it. So that's really all I had to say, man. And the person you pick, you will be affected by it. If I pick a woman who's constantly making bad choices, you know what I mean? I could love her to death and shit, but I'm still going to be affected by it. Or even worse, she might fuck around and let another motherfucker get in her ear and leave. Or her friends, the circle. That's another thing. She might pick a bad circle of women to hang around, the wrong type of women. The women who will tell her to leave a good man because they don't got one or something, versus a woman who will be like, yeah, I'm single, but you stupid if you leave him, or something like that. You see what I mean? Everything is about our decision. Who you hang around, what you eat. I could go on and on. That's why every day you need to look at your decisions in your mind. Like, you're not crazy thinking to yourself or talking to yourself. That's a smart thing to do, because this life, you have to have calculated steps. You got to, man. We made too many mistakes already. Which is, and when I say we, I mean everybody. We all made mistakes. So we need to lower that shit down a little bit, man. And ultimately, unfortunately, the people you hang around, whether it's your lover or your friend or whatever, the decisions they make can have an effect on you. If I'm with a dude right now and he decided to shoot somebody up in the club and shit, now we under investigation and all this bullshit because I hung around somebody. See, I mean, now I gotta, I'm affected by it. Even if he takes the whole rap, now my friend's in jail for life. I'm affected by it. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. Every decision matters. And we are all affected by the choices that the people around us make. And then your kids are definitely affected by it. How they're raised and all that shit. So, gotta be careful, man. That decision making is the underrated trait that we all we got to do better, man. Some men have made the decision not to wear a rubber, and that's why they got child support and a bunch of kids and shit. You know what I mean? And then if you choose that man, like I say, you are where you are for the most part because of decision making. So if you choose a man like that, you can look at a man and see people say, it doesn't matter, man. Technically, it doesn't really matter where you are in life, you know what I'm saying, right now. Like, you can't just look at somebody's life and say they're a bad decision maker because of where they at or something like that, or they're a great decision maker because of where they at. But in a way, you can, because again, you know, life is fair. Well, sometimes unfair, but you cannot tell me that you was making all good decisions in life and life just decided to just be wrong to you and shit. I'm not buying that. You know what I'm saying? That would be like saying a person just makes bad decisions all the fucking time and their life is just, you know, like in a good place and shit like that. It's not true. You know, I could give y'all all kind of examples, like, you know, people get income tax and shit like that, right? And then they make the decision to blow it instead of putting it up somewhere or doing something with it. And then when the storm comes, Now they don't have no money to feed their kids or something like that. When they should have not bought those Jordans or whatever the fuck they decided to do. They knew they wasn't there yet. You know, you could make the decision to get way ahead in life first, and then now I can start buying shit, because if something happens, I got it covered or something like that. And it ain't all about money. It's everything, man. Because I know there's going to be some men who, they might not say nothing. I know they be watching. They're going to say, oh, that's not true and all that bullshit. Okay, then keep making reckless decisions. And you're going to see what's going to happen. You know? Nothing like a woman who makes good decisions, because this is so important, not just for the man who picks her, or vice versa, a man making good decisions, not just for the woman who picks him, but for their self. You feel me? I'm being dead serious with this shit, man. Because ultimately, like I said, man, the partner you pick, it will affect you, whether it's mentally or financially. Whatever bad decisions they got coming, if you're with somebody, you're supposed to be with them, right? So therefore, it's going to affect you. You're going to have to be like, damn, man, I told that girl not to drink and drive. Now I got to go pick her up from the jail and bond her out and all this bullshit. And then people say, oh, well, she might have her own money, right? Okay. And she does. And then she bonds herself out after, you know, she gives me the money back and shit. But I still got to deal with, damn, now my girl got to go to court. She might go to jail for 6 months. That's still affected by it. It's not just money, man. What if she does go to jail for 6 months? Now I got to live with the fact that the girl that I chose decided to make bad decisions, and I got to live for 6 months. She's in jail and I'm suffering too, because you care about the person, right? This is what I'm telling y'all. So people need to stop this, oh, he's a square or she's a square and all this dumb shit. Maybe they just want to make good decisions in life, and they don't want to deal with the consequences of making bad decisions. Don't mean they're square. I just know that if I decide to go to a fucking club, there's a good chance that something bad gonna fucking happen. Sooner or later. You know what I mean? That's why I don't make that choice. Sooner or later, something bad gonna happen. If I decide to drink and drive tonight, let's just say I want to drink and drive tonight, I might get away with it. I might get away with it 100 times. But when I don't get away with that one time, it could cost me my CDL or something. That's a stupid decision. You'll have some men who get their life together and then just start doing dumb shit, making dumb decisions. And guess what? Let's say I had a girlfriend, a wife, or whatever, and then I lost my CDL. Now everybody's suffering. But you could spot these type of characteristics in people, how they make decisions. All you gotta do is pay attention before you get all attached to them and all that bullshit. Instead of worrying about fucking complexion and ass and all that dumb shit, focus on, yeah, okay, she got a nice ass, and let me see how she makes decisions in life. She ain't gotta be perfect, but you know, y'all get my point, man. Some people are just reckless with their decisions, and it's not to judge them for it, man. It's just that they gonna pay for it, and if you with them, you gonna pay for it. Bottom line. You just said that yesterday. It's the truth, man. It's the ugly truth about a relationship. That's why it's so important. See, it ain't just, oh, does she make as much money as me? And that really don't bother me as much. What type of decisions does she make? What's her mind? That's more important to me. A woman who makes good decisions, even if she left me, she's going to make the decision it's just not going to be like, she's not going to leave you for some dumb shit. No man's just going to be able to take her for some dumb shit or shit like that, or vice versa with men. You know, we can go so deep with this, but it'd be like beating a dead horse, because there's so many angles you could touch it from. Bottom line is, when you pick a man or woman, their decisions affect you. Sometimes you don't even know about it. Let's just say you don't know he's cheating on you. And then you marry him, and 10 years down the line, you find out he got another kid behind your back or something, or he just cheats and leave you or something. That's going to affect you. So now you dealing with a man who chose to leave a great woman. Like, you could be a good woman to him, but his poor decision making tells him, oh, nah, I need some new pussy, so I'm leaving him. That's what I mean. Now you affected by it. So now you guys sit in heartbreak over somebody you was with for 10 years and you affected by it because you chose a person who made poor decisions. These are facts, man. I can't make this shit up. I just started thinking about it because when I was thinking about relationships and shit, I was thinking like, man, every decision that your partner make could affect you, man, one way or the other. You know, that's why they say building together and shit. Y'all supposed to be building together, not doing dumb shit. Motherfuckers need to think, will this affect just me? Or will it affect my partners, my babies, and everything? Before they do that shit, think about that shit for a second. Because when you got kids, every decision you make, maybe when your kids are older, it don't matter as much, like they grown. But when they like not grown yet, every decision you make affects them one way or the other. It might be a little effect, but it's still an effect. It still matters. Everything matters. Can't just say, oh, that's a little one, it's okay. No, everything matters. It could be my dad didn't spend time with me today, pitched the ball with me today. So now I don't feel loved by my dad. I'm going to little Johnny go cry in the room or something. Or go do something bad at school because he feels neglected by his dad, but the dad don't even realize it. Or some shit like that, man. It just goes deep, you know what I'm saying? Very deep. Let's just say tomorrow I went and decided to buy some random fucking very expensive car and shit. That could, but let's just say I didn't, and then eventually, like, say I opened some type of restaurant or something. Decisions, that car versus, y'all get my point, man. Y'all get my fucking point, man. I could go out tonight, go in the bar or something, and God forbid, get shot or something. Anything. You just never know. So that's all I wanted to say, man. The decisions affect everything. You know, just like you got a mom. If I go out and do some dumb shit and my mom lose her son, that's going to affect her. People got to start understanding that your decisions don't just affect you. Especially if you're in a relationship, especially if you're a parent. Ain't no way around it, people. Absolutely no way at all. You know? So I'm going to let y'all go on that. And I already talked about the jobs, you know, people quitting jobs and shit like that. And they just got to understand, man, especially if you got kids affecting them. So that's all I got to say. Here's another thing, like on social media. You know, a lot of shit that people talk about that don't matter, sex and all that, that could have an effect on other people too. Other people's minds negatively. Or it could be a positive thing. So be careful who you dealing with in that shit too. So yeah, I'm not beating a dead horse no more. Y'all get the point. All our decisions affect, you know what I'm saying? You in a relationship, you think about how it will affect the other people, your kids and shit like that before you make the decisions. And stop thinking that just every decision you make is just going to affect you, because that's not true at all. It's definitely like rappers choose, Lil Wayne and them choose to put out music that's talking about dumb shit. And people be like, it's only for us. We ain't going to go out and do that shit, but what if the little kids go out and do it? Or it ain't just rap, it's on the Hollywood movies too. It don't matter though. You still putting a part of it. You still a part of that. If you're a rapper, you put it out, it has an effect. And I love hip hop, but I love more of the hip hop that makes us think. You know what I mean? Make us use our mind. It's actually good for us more than, you know, the hype and all the dumbed down shit. You know, there's too much of that. So we need to make the decision to try to stop supporting the fake. Remember what Pac said, support the real. Don't just bob your head and listen to the music and shit. Peep out what they're saying. And that's the fact. He said it to us so long ago, man. Because now, look, you want little girls running around thinking it's cool to twerk and all this bullshit, man. Come on, man. Or men just think little boys think it's all about how much pussy they can get. This ain't a good thing at all. But if you want to make the choice and decision to allow it to keep happening, see how that affects other people other than you? That's the whole point of this video, people. That's all. Y'all have a good one, man.